All right, you bunch of laughing bastards. Everybody making fun of me for getting the wrong one before. Not everybody, but yeah. Anyway, I pointed out that I wasn't sure if this was the right one, and sure enough, I got the right one when I went to the comic book store again. So, boom shakalaka, we got it. This is one talking about absolute carnage, and it's kind of freaking awesome. I realize now I got to move my camera back a little bit so y'all can see just a little bit more. You know what? Let me raise it a little bit too. While I'm readjusting, why don't I talk to you guys about Beautiful Halo? They are a totally awesome site that pays me. You guys get cool swag at a radically discounted price if you use my code, or at least just use my link. And I get paid for each thing that you guys buy, which means that you are supporting Comic Book University and getting totally cool licensed swag. So I'm just saying, got one of my Transformers over here from the new Siege Generation stuff. I'm putting it over to the side. And let's crack this puppy open. We get, look at this. First off, we get this thing for House of X, Face the Future, all this good stuff. We get page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5. We get 5 pages. That's full-on previews. These are the pictures I'm going to be showing when I'm going over the review for Absolute Carnage issue number 1. That's right, punk. That's what you get here in this book, and it's cool. It's a great segue into what's about to happen next, and then they let us know straight away. Look at this. We got some beautiful for the Codex variant cover, which means that we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of different symbiotes in here, which is hello, sick. That's a cool ass Eddie Brock one right there. So what have you now? You got the variant cover, Nick Bradshaw. You got Absolute Carnage 1 of 4. That's beautiful. They're only doing 4. Cates has 4 stories, so he's going to give us 4 issues worth of story. He's going to give us 4 issues. Granted, there's a whole bunch of other stuff coming out too. People want to tie in with the stuff. You know what? You can take a look at the what do you call it? You got all this good stuff here, 2 of 4. So it looks like it's going to be a bi-weekly thing. So every 2 weeks, boom, we're going to get something. We're going to also get the Many Hosts of Carnage trade paperback. So that's cool. I'm digging on that. Got Venom number 17, which is, of course, is going to be a tie-in. It has to be. It'd be ridiculous if it wasn't. Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool, 1 of 3. Yeah, no, you can't ask for any better. Lethal Protector is 1 of 3. There's going to be 3 issues of all these guys here. Absolute Carnage with Miles Morales, 1 of 3. So a brand new book being made featuring Miles Morales fighting against one of the symbiote hosts, Scorpion up there. That's awesome. Absolute Carnage Scream. Loved me some Scream. Look at this. Got the connecting covers. How sexy sweet is that? But there's a whole bunch of stuff, man. The separation anxiety, which is awesome. I love they're doing that. Clay Chapman is going to be on there with Brian Lovell. Dude, just come on, man. This is just beautiful. Like, they are not clowning around with this. They are seriously going all out. You can see all the good stuff here that they're going to be doing. If you can't read that, let's put up a little thing that I put up prior for the other On the Horizon. All these August solicits. So now you've seen all that good stuff. Let's take a look. We got House of X. All these guys. This also looks like it's going to be bi-weekly, which is if they are really going to be doing it, because I mean, you got Powers of X, issue number 2 and 3 of 6, coming out in the month of August. But you've also got the House of X, or that's the House of X, the Powers of X 2 and 3 coming out in August. So that means that these have got to be like week after week. We're going to be getting a House of X, then a Powers of X, a House of X, a Powers of X, and just a sexiness of X, man, just coming at you. Here we got the Marvel Comics issue number 1000. Realistically, just number 1000. It's not an issue. It's going to be a one-shot. With all these people on here, a bunch of, I hear from a couple people that this is actually just going to be a 1 page of something. It's going to be talking about some new Black Mask or something that's out. Like, just, I don't know all the details of it. I don't know if all these stories are going to be interrelated or not. That'd be kind of cool if they were. I would totally dig on that, but get all these people here. They're in alphabetical order, according to last name. So, of course, Jason Aaron is first. He's right after Aardvark. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. How sick is that? I am so looking forward to seeing what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can do in this comic book. But you got a whole bunch of people showing up in here, man. And, of course, poor Jim Zub. There's a Ronnie James Dio song going in my head. You got 5 seconds to think of what the song is before I tell you the answer. Here it comes. We're the last in line. Da, da, da. ban, dan, dan. Now you can hear how horrible my voice is. Oh, look, Bill Gold. Oh, no, that's Adam Goldberg. Never mind. He had a crappy match against The Undertaker. Taker did good. He didn't. JJ Kirby, no, that is not a relation of Jack Kirby himself. It's a totally different guy. There's a cool interview up. I forget who did it. Because I'm looking at that. I'm like, hello? is that the grandson of Jack Kirby? Because I'd be down for that. No, completely different guy. Artist, though. He actually started drawing comic books the year after Jack Kirby died, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, so yeah, Marvel Comics issue number 1000. Got a whole bunch of stuff in here. This is the big one. Doubt it, but we'll see. In celebration of Marvel's 80th anniversary, we have gathered together the greatest array of talent ever to be assembled between the past, present, There's a mystery that threads throughout the Marvel Universe, one that has its origins in Marvel Comics issue number 1, which would mean the original Human Torch by Carl Burgos, and which unites a disparate array of heroes and villains throughout the decades. What is the Eternity Mask? That's what it is, not the Black Mask. That's a comic book company. Eternity Mask, and who is responsible for the conspiracy to keep it hidden? And what new player will make their startling debut as these secret pages peeled away? I don't know, man, but that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Like if they can actually make all the stories interrelated with each other, that's great. That is great. So I'll read that. I'll buy that. I'll read that. I'll see what's what. Whole bunch of cool stuff on here. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it, but yes, I will absolutely read it. This is a hell of a variant cover, man, by Mr. Garson. That's more obnoxious than Professor Bill. I mean, geez. Gotta make fun of yourself, man. Fantastic Four, Yancey Street, issue number 1. If you guys remember, one of the issues of Dan Slott's Fantastic Four, the latest ones, is like just a month ago or so. He made it so that everything's gone and now they're living in Alicia Masters' apartment, which is on 4 Yancey Street. Yeah, how freaking cute. Anyway, so Jerry Duggan and Greg Smallwood are going to take that up and they're going to start doing a completely separate story. Apparently some kind of a symbol is left behind for the thing. I'm wondering if it's not a swastika. Ben Grimm is Jewish. So, and he's really supposed to be based on Jack Kirby, created by Jack Kirby himself. So there's a good shot, good chance of that. Prodigal Son, this still looks like it's going to be cool. Here's issue number 2. So I'm waiting for issue number 1 next month. And it's Peter David writing it, Francisco Mana doing the art. Come on, man. It's going to be good. Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider, number 1. I don't like the idea they're going back to a number 1, but you know what? Whatever, man. Before it was Gwen Spider, Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider. It's the exact same logo design, but it's missing the Spider-Gwen. In fact, I just earlier today did the review for, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. I probably have the issue close by at hand. Let me pull this sucker out if I can find it. Found it. Right here. So, this is what it usually looks like. They're just taking out the Spider-Gwen. And, I wasn't even showing it because I'm an idiot. Like I said, you got to be critical of yourself. So they're actually taking out the Spider-Gwen from the dressing and they're just keeping it Ghost Spider. Same thing. I really did like the pink, though. I know it sounds weird, but I love this whatever color that is. It's like a pink. Is that fuchsia? I don't know. I heard fuchsia on one of those Christmas movies when I was a kid. Santa Claus the movie, I think it is. All right, so and the same team is going to be on it, so I'm totally down with it, man. We got Gwenpool is up in here. We got the monsters. I really just don't care about the Marvel monsters that much. They haven't been doing a great job with it, and that includes Cullen Bunn, who's on the title. I just don't think that they've been doing such a freaking great job with it. They could have done a whole hell of a lot better, and they just been kind of dropping the ball as far as I'm concerned. Let me pull this up a little bit more. You can see more of the junk on my desk. This actually belongs with the Transformer you guys were just looking at. Actually, no. Belongs with a different one. Belongs with this one. Yes, he turns into a sword, which is sword for Megatron, because everybody needs a power sword. Okay, so yeah, this stuff. Gwenpool Strikes Back 1 of 5. It's going to be its own thing by Leah Williams. Let's see what's up. Let's see how it turns out. You know what I mean? We got Agents of Atlas 1 of 5. They're still hyping it up as the most requested thing, whatever. But I gotta admit, like I hate when they pre-hype something. But the hype was real in this one. Like, if this was a game of Portal, you'd have cake. You know, so some of you guys are going to get that reference. I never actually played the game, but I do know the hype behind it because of a World of Warcraft reference that was made. And I looked it up and was like, wow, that's actually pretty interesting. But we would be eating cake right now if their predictions were the promise of cake. It was not a lie. That is freaking awesome. So I am definitely looking forward to this like crazy. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to 2 other stories, which I thought were going to be on the next page, but they're not. They're going to do an issue 0 for, what do you call it? Major X. Okay. Let's see what that's all about. Here we go. Future Foundation issue number 1. We're looking forward to this, but it's going to be done by Jeremy Whitley and Will Robson. Now, it could be really cute because Jeremy Whitley's the guy that's doing the Unstoppable Wasp, and it's a really cute, really lovable story. So this could turn out to be something beautiful. I'm hoping it does. Like, I'm rooting for this story like you would not believe. And if he sticks true to his writing style, and we keep the art as beautiful as I know Will Robson is capable of doing it. You can't tell because this is Carlos Pacheco. There's no interior art for this, so it's not fair to us. But if they pull this off, I guarantee it will be head and shoulders above what the Fantastic Four is right now with Dan Slott. Like, that's to me, that's just a guaranteed thing. We're going to fall in love with these characters all over again. If you've never read the original Future Foundation, you're going to want to go back and read them because you're going to fall in love with these characters. Like, they are all so meaningful, and I love that. Let's go into the the Invaders, the Champions. We're all going to read these. I mean, come on. Who the hell's not going to read these comic books? Duggan and Deodato Jr. doing Savage Avengers number 4. I don't believe these covers. It's still a good comic book, but I do not believe these covers because nothing that happens on the covers actually happens inside the comic book. Whatever, man. David Finch still does a great job. These look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That, like, come on. This is freaking beautiful. Power Pack grows up. I want you to look at this right here. Louise Simonson and June Brigman. We're talking about the original team that brought us the original team that brought us this team, that created this team that everybody was saying, this isn't going to go anywhere and nobody's going to care about this book. Excuse me, but those of us who did read it, fell in love with the book. I mean, it's Louise Simonson. Let's be realistic. Is she capable of writing something that's not incredible to read? No. The answer is frick no. So she's coming back. June Brigman is coming back. Gary Hurry is coming back to, or is not coming back, but is going to do assistance on art. Boom. You got me. You got me. And in case you're wondering what June Brigman's art looks like, because you never read the original book, right there, baby. She does the cover. Dude, if I was the betting type, the gambling man, I would put money down that this is going to be one of the best comic series coming out right now. You're talking about the age of writers, where when the 80s started popping, this is one of the books that just it showed Louise Simonson, one of the people who killed Superman, that she knows what the hell she's doing and brought writing to a level. Forget about it. X Factor. Everybody fell in love with the original X Factor. All right. Yeah, Iron Man. Thor, classified cover. Maybe he's got the hammer. Maybe he's got his package in his hand. I don't know. Avengers number 23. He doesn't have the right hammer. He's got his gold arm again, not the destroyer arms. I don't know what's going on here. First off, issue number 22 of the Immortal Hulk. Duh, everybody's getting this. Now here, director's cut. The first moment that I turned the page and looked at this, I'm like, what? Director's cut? Number 1 and 2 of 6? Yes, I'm getting this. I might not get it. I'll probably just I might get the first issue just to flip through it, and if it's more than just the original pencils and stuff like that, because I mean Joe Bennett does a freaking amazing job. God bless this guy. If you're gonna give us some Alex Ross also, but you know, I'd want to see some original script. I want to see a little bit of an expanded story. I'd want to see something else instead of just the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of calling it director's cut, they should call it director's commentary, if that's all it's going to be. But if it's going to be an actual director's cut where there's a couple extra minutes of footage, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? They're going to give us an extra, even if they just give us one extra page, I'm going to get the book. I'm going to get the book. I'm going to get all these. But worst case scenario, if you weren't on this book from the beginning, here's your opportunity. here's your opportunity to actually get the book from the beginning. Okay, let's move on. Got a sneeze coming up. Yeah, I'm good. Ta-Nehisi Coates, Peter David, doing this amazing story that we're all in love with, Symbiote Spider-Man. Nick Spencer, come on, don't. We got an all-female Sinister Syndicate instead of just calling them Sinister Six because there's only 5. But yeah, and Boomerang is not doing so good right now. I'm so in love with this. I'm in love with it. I haven't even read it yet. Spider-Man Velocity 1 of 5 by Dennis Hopeless Hallam and Emilio Lazo. This is the continuation of the Gamerverse right here. So the 5 issues that we're about to get the 4th and 5th issue of the Gamerverse, which I just don't think I'm reading anymore because it's not any different from the video game. I watched the walkthroughs, the playthroughs. This is a completely original story. We're going to talk about how he got why and how he made the Velocity armor. So cool. I'm down for that. So I'm looking forward to reading a brand new story in the Gamerverse. Let's go. Let's go with that. We got the City at War is going to continue. Yeah. Oh, 6 of 6. I thought there was only going to be 5. Well, whatever. Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock, the final showdown. Yeah, I know, because we saw it in the video game. And hopefully the final showdown will be better than the video game where he's just moving on a wall and got to web his face. Black Cat, I don't know who's not going to get this. This is beautiful. Beautiful. What is this? Venom 3D #1. I don't know what this is all about. Just redoing Venom coming back. I mean, David Michelini, Todd McFarlane back in the day. This is like just a reprint book. It's going to be poly-bagged. Cool. You know, if you didn't get this, this will be nice. There's not going to be a price on it, so it's clearly not going to be the same thing. But, you know, I was just at Niagara Falls Comic-Con, and I was at Carlos's table, Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles, right here in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And some guy was looking at the facsimile cover for Hulk number 181. He's like, I don't even want to ask how much that is. Carlos looked at the book. He looked back at him. He's like, for you, $5. He's like, wait, what? He's like, it's a facsimile cover. I was trying so hard to not laugh at the guy because I could see it from across the freaking street. and I'm half blind. I'm blind in one eye, can't see out the other. Miles Morales, number 9. Saladin Ahmed, Javier Garren. Just keep bringing it. Superior Spider-Man, dude. We're bringing back this character that Christos Gage did over in the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Geddon comic books. Awesome, man. This is Norman Osborn, and they're billing this right now as the least predictable comic book on the stands. Finds even more ways to surprise you and Otto. Okay, if that's the way you want to build this, I am down. I am so down. You just made me love the comic book even more. The final issue of Spider-Man Life Story, the 10s, so 2010, but it's going to be about the year 2019, which is weird. And the 72-year-old web-slinger is about to embark on his final adventure. Will the end of Spider-Man's life story mean the end of his life? God, you're going to start making me cry, man. These guys right here. Love these guys. I also want to strangle them for the emotions that they're giving me with this book, man. Friendly Neighborhood. This is a pretty good book. It's a pretty good book. We're looking forward to this climactic ending, a climactic new beginning. Sensational Spider-Man self-improvement. Peter David with Randy Schueller and Tom DeFalco. Randy Schueller, who's that? That's the guy who originally pitched the idea of the black suit Spider-Man. Now remember, he didn't draw a picture. He didn't do any of that stuff. There was not a contest. In fact, if you want to know more about that, here's what you do. Go and check out my interview with Jim Shooter. Not the panel with him and Mike DiCarlo. Go and check out the interview with Jim Shooter. Mike DiCarlo is off camera adding in a bunch of pieces, which is a bunch of information, which is freaking awesome. But go check out my interview with Jim Shooter. All right? And he'll explain to you everything that there is to know about Randy Shooter and clear up all the controversies that so many people, like there are people who are respected on YouTube for talking about comic books, and they don't deserve the respect in this regard, at least. There was a contest. What contest? Can anybody here show me where that freaking paperwork is? Can anybody show me a comic book where the contest card was in there, where they told you the rules of the contest? Because there was no contest. There are people who are talking out their ass because they read something on Wikipedia, assuming that Wikipedia somehow gets things right. Wrong answer. So no, they were wrong. People who, whatever. People who practically demand our respect and don't deserve any of it if they don't actually do their own research. I went and asked the source. I got it directly from the horse's mouth. Anyway, you want to know about how the actual script originally went? Spoilers, go check out my interview with Jim Shooter. The guy's freaking awesome, did a great job, but Randy Schuler is finally going to get his story out. And it's not a bad story. It's not a bad story. It's just it wasn't there yet. That's why they got Peter David jumping on this to fix, like that story. So that's great that he's going to get some credit for this. I am so happy for this guy. So freaking happy for this guy. But the story needs to be told the correct way. And it's not this guy's fault. Moving on. What do you call it here? Thanos number 5, not reading that. Acts of Evil. I will be reading these because they're the freaking annuals. These are it right here. You know what I'm saying? These are the 8 annuals right here that we're going to be doing. So Miss Marvel versus Super Skrull, Punisher versus Brood Queen, Venom versus Lady Hellbender. You got to look up who Lady Hellbender is because I saw her picture and I can't remember who the hell she is. Deadpool versus Nightmare. Hello. She-Hulk versus Bullseye. That's got to be fun. Ghost Spider versus Arcade. Hello. Moon Knight versus Kang. You have sold me 6 ways into next Tuesday. Wolverine versus Morgan Le Fay. If it doesn't end up with these 2 in bed, then I'm going to say the comic book sucks. Boom, man. Like all this stuff. This looks great. All of this. This is what I'm talking about. Especially if they cross over with each other. Especially if these acts of evil based off the acts of vengeance, because you can see the dressing is exactly like the acts of vengeance. So if these all cross over with each other, I am down. I am so down for this. Here we have these 2 amazing characters that are coming out. They're going to have their own stories. My man, Ario Anindito, Indonesian artist extraordinaire. If you think I'm joking, nope, you're wrong. Go and check out go and check out my interview that I did with him. The guy is freaking amazing. He's so prolific, has so much stuff going on. Forget about it. He deserves an independent contract with Marvel, but it would probably slow him down. That's the problem. That's the thing I'm afraid of. The guy is amazing, and he gets to start writing on Swordmaster. That makes me ecstatic. Arrow is coming out also. I'm hoping to have a conversation with some of these guys also, because yeah, I want to know more about what they're doing with these characters. I'm so ecstatic about this. Like I said in my previous my August solicits on the horizon, August solicits for the other companies. I have so much hope for these books coming out, for these characters, how they're going to potentially save the modern day comic agency by combining manga and joining 2 worlds into one profitable one. Because yes, we need that for comic books to continue. I'm going to try and get I still have 2 more comic books to read this week. These 2, and tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow for me is Tuesday. This will probably come out to you on Tuesday. Hopefully I can get these books done. But Ghost Rider 6, I don't know if I'm going to get to 4 this week. Donny Cates, Trad Moore, Silver Surfer Black, sold. Guardians of the Galaxy, sold. Fearless, not so familiar with this, but it's Sanaa Maguire, who's currently writing the Spider-Gwen story. And we see Storm is going to be in this, Invisible Woman is going to be in this, and somebody else also. Oh, Captain Marvel is going to be in this. So if Storm and Susan Storm get their names mixed up by Captain Marvel, right there, I'm sold on the damn book. I'm an easy sell. This is a beautiful cover. This is a beautiful cover. Mark Brooks, bringing it on, man. And bring on the bad guy. So is this Dr. Minerva in this? Or is this like her shadow self? I don't know. But this beautiful cover, man. My God, that is beautiful. Captain Marvel issue number 9. I'm down. Death of Rocket Raccoon. He's dying. He's got a sickness. And the Universal Church of Truth is coming back. Seems like something that Ethan Sachs is doing over in Old Man Quill. This, I can't wait for because it's Mark Waid, and I don't, he's the guy who did Kingdom Come. If anybody can make this into a 6-part story of great epic beauty, it's him. Honestly, I would not trust anybody else to pull off something like this. And, kudos, you got to give kudos to Ed Piskor, who's been doing the same thing for the X-Men specifically. But this is going to be all of the Marvel Universe, and I can't wait to read this. I can't wait to read this. But there are very few people who have an encyclopedic knowledge of the Marvel Universe and so much else than Mark Waid. So awesome. Old Man Quill, we were just talking about this. Yeah, Marvel Comics presents Black Panther. He's finally coming home in issue 15, but the Nations thing is still going to be happening, and I just don't care about the Nations thing, so hopefully that all goes away. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Honestly, whatever. Thing versus Immortal Hulk, I'm down for this. Dan Slott's writing it, so I'm a little bit worried. Sean Isaacs is drawing it, makes me happy again, so we'll see. Like, it's a double-edged sword for me, you know? What do we have here? Invisible Woman by Mark Waid and Mattia de Iulis. I hope I didn't butcher his name. Awesome. Daredevil returning back to his Mark Millar type roots with no devils, only God. I am down for that. We're going to conclude the story in issue 10 where Hell's Kitchen rises up to fill the void that Daredevil left. That solicit alone is gold. Loki number 2, like I said, Oscar Basildoa. I love Oscar Basildoa. He's an amazing artist. That's why I'm going to pick up issue 1 to see what kind of writing Daniel Kibblesmith is going to be doing. I'm usually not too overly fond of what he writes. He just makes things so silly, and by the look of the cover, this looks like it's going to be silly. I mean, he puts horns on that's funny, but he usually makes the stuff silly. Aaron and Ewing with Cafu. I'm not familiar with Cafu's work, but and he doesn't even do the cover, so I don't know what his, that's Muhammad Asrar. But hey, cool, man. Jane Foster, Valkyrie. Let's see what's what. Punisher Kill Crew. Looking forward to it. It's Duggan again. I mean, he writes a great Punisher. Death's Head, Teeny Howard. Cool. Let's see what's what. Yes. Punisher. That's Rosenberg, by the way. Marvel Team Up. The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Ironheart featuring Shuri. Kill. Miss Marvel. Doctor Strange. Runaways is still going strong. That's awesome. I kept on hearing it's going to be canceled. Everybody's lying. We're going to be getting to issue number 50 pretty soon, man. I'm looking forward to it. Dead Man Logan. That's Sabretooth's cyborg claw. Yeah. X Factor. This is a facsimile cover. Peter David, when he completely changed the team and made the book relevant again after Louise Simonson left, the book took a huge dip in sales. Peter David jumps on, brand new team. This is a lot of people. This is their de facto. Like for me, it's Louise Simonson's original 5 X-Men book. But here, a lot of people fell in love with this book and this team. Same book, but different team. Marvel Tales. I always like the Marvel Tales books. We'll see what stories are going to be in there. Fallen Angels and all that stuff. Okay, that's cool. I'll look more into it a little bit later. When they introduce Havoc. Cool. We'll see what's up with that. And the superstar team of Claremont and Jim Lee from... all right, cool. The Base Execution in Genosha. Conan the Barbarian is going to be written by... going to be everything by Esad Ribic. He's doing the art, the writing. Yep, phone died. Happens what happens. So Meredith Finch, Aneke on Conan, Age of Conan Valeria. So the Age of Conan Belit is going to be done. Now we're going to jump on Valeria. This is from the Red Nails, I think the issue is called. Yes, Red Nails. So this could be fun. Cool. Another character they're going to explore a little bit more in depth and hopefully not butcher. We got Savage Sword of Conan, issue number 8. Jim Zub is writing now. Cool. Go check out his TED Talks. It was fun. This is a beautiful cover. That is a damned beautiful cover. Wow. Madly in love with that. I think that one's Leonardo Manco. Yeah, that is just gorgeous, man. So, Dr. Afra. This is a beautiful cover too, man. Who did this one? Ashley Witter. Ashley Witter, you could commission, you could do a commission for me of this any day of the week. Any day of the week. Or any old character that you want. This is damn beautiful. Why am I seeing Abby something? Is that Abby something? What's this Abby stuff? I don't know what all this stuff is. Anyway, Ashley? Maybe it's Ashley? Yeah, Ashley Witter. Okay, so, well, duh. Anyway, that's gorgeous. That just blows me away. All right, this makes me want to stare at it like the Mona Lisa. Like, compare it to the Mona Lisa? Yeah, I just did. Were you paying attention? This is a gorgeous book. I love the cover of this, man. I wish I could get into the story. I tried, I didn't, I fell off it twice, is what it is. But Man, I love it. I might just buy this for the cover alone. Wow. Maybe I'll see Ashley Woodard one of these days and actually just buy the freaking thing itself. But whatever. Like, that's the main cover. That should have been a freaking variant. And I don't like the incentive covers, but that could have been. That is beautiful. Here we go. We got Greg Pak, cool. Phil Noto doing the art in the cover. Has anybody ever seen something by Phil Noto that doesn't look gorgeous? No, I don't think so. This is awesome. General Hux, cool. Hope some people enjoy it. Poe Dameron. I'm saying it's awesome because I was just having a conversation with Leonard Kirk. He told me something, but he swore me to secrecy. He knows I do reviews. He's like, you got to promise that you're not going to tell people about it. I was like, all right, promise not. But a book that was canceled that he's going to be picking up, doing the art on. That's all I'm saying. You take your guesses if you want, but I will not respond to them. Anyway, Star Wars, TIE Fighter, 5 of 5, Jodie Houser. I mean, it's Jodie Houser. It's Star Wars. I'm going to effing read it. 5 of 5 is finally coming out for Galaxy's Edge. I promised myself, Ethan Sachs, Will Sliney, hello. I promised myself that I will be reading this when it actually comes to trade paperback. So, issue 5 of 5. I figure this is going to be August. September or October, it'll probably come to final full trade paperback, and that's when I'll read it and I'll see what's up, because it's clearly supposed to have something to do with what's going on over in the Galaxy's Edge down in Florida. Star Wars Target Vader, that looks fun. Hunter is there again, and what's his name? No, not Bosk. I can't remember his name. His origins in the expanded universe, the EU, was he was on Corellia with Han, got into a land speeder race or whatever, and fell into this glass bush thing. I know his name and I can't remember right now. Somebody in the comments will mention it, and good job. I'll give you a big heart when you get it right. All these guys, the Young Guns, yeah, all the Young Gun artists and whatnot. That's awesome. I like this. There's a little conversation about them. Grab this book just to read this. I mean, the book is free, for crying out loud. These characters look cool. The mini-mates, they look fun. We already went over a lot of these toys, though. The Decades books are gorgeous. I love these. I might consider grabbing these. I mean, like, they're already down to the current age right now. Yeah, the art inside of it, everything, they're great. But there's another book I like more. Speaking of this, I'm probably going to get this. Like, this is something I'm probably going to go out and grab because, I mean, Carl Burgos, the creator of the original Human Torch, Bill Everett, son of William Blake. I mean, nephew of William Blake, famous poet. I mean, this is the original superhero in the Marvel Comics. A lot of people were like, wait, Namor. Namor is not a superhero. Marvel was very specific with that. The first character that Marvel ever had was the Human Torch. He's also their first mutant. He's a lot of things. But the first superhero, they're very clear on it. It was the original Human Torch. So, yeah. Mr. Hammond himself. So, the Mask of the Iron Man, Joe Quesada and all that stuff, X-Men Shatter Shot, cool, hardcover. We got some old Fantastic Four. Ditko is amazing. So all the Ditko stuff with Spidey. Golden Age of the God Butcher. So this is Jason Aaron. This is his original story. If you guys remember my interview with Donnie Cates, issue number 6 is where the first appearance of Null unofficially is actually at. So issue 6 will be covered in this, clearly. The Infinity Ending. This is awesome, by Jim Starlin. So on sale in October 2019. He made a 3-part series, and this is the 3rd part. So it's finally here. I'm going to be reading the hell out of all 3 of them again, the Infinity Siblings and everything. We're reading them all, and then boom, we're golden. We're golden. This is the final Thanos story that Jim Starlin's going to write, unless he comes around to making a deal with Marvel again and, you know, makes good with Marvel. That's not going to be easy because him and Tom Brevoort do not get along at all. So there's that. From his own mouth, from Jim Starlin's own mouth. Visionaries, Jack Kirby trade paperback. Is there anybody who's not going to buy that? Or the John Buscema? Come on. Marvel Monograph, that's cool. The art of Esad Ribic. There's a lot of people make fun of the artist nowadays. Kind of hard to make fun of Esad Ribic. Ivan Reyes is one of them. Like, there's a bunch of them. Sorry, Teeny Howard. I wasn't particularly overly fond of your portrayal of Billy. Sorry. But if anybody was, trade paperback, boom, grab it. Seriously. I love Kelly Thompson's Captain Marvel. I don't know where else to go with that. Agents of Atlas from the War of Realms is all 5 of those books going to be put together. Journey into Mystery, this was also 5 stories going to be put together into the one trade. This is actually a pretty key story, but it's not overly interesting. Sorry, it's my opinion. All the War of the Realms books. This is the Spider-Man and Daredevil stuff. The Spider-Man stuff, the first issue was amazing. Venom doing this. Slot Cooter, Fantastic Four, Mark Waid's Doctor Strange, which he always has some innovative stuff, man. People like to make fun of Mark Waid because he's against Comicsgate. More specifically, he's just against jerks on the internet who are rude to his friends. And let's be realistic, anybody who is just above having a prefrontal lobotomy would do the exact same thing. You insult one of my friends, I'm probably going to block you also and not want to have anything. I'm going to put you in the void also. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I'm pretty sure any of us are similar to that. It's just it's not an idea to call somebody names. I'm sorry that you don't have a clue if you think that's an idea. So yeah, Mark Waid, put all the nonsense aside. This guy is effing amazing. Shuri, which I was not overly enthused with. It is what it is. Yeah, that's right. Vita Ayala actually jumped on a couple issues. I wanted to read them, but because I thought that she was taking over the book, but Nnedi Okorafor is staying on the book. And as much as I tried so damn hard to love Nnedi Okorafor as Shuri, she's got the African history down, but just my wife, who reads a lot of African history, including African history novels, she said she herself is, and this is, obviously it's not rhetorical. What is it when somebody remind me, whatever, in the comments below if I forget to look it up myself and remember. Not rhetorical knowledge, but when you're just talking about a friend. Oh, I have a friend who says, yeah, it's a logical fallacy, but like my wife isn't interested in it, I'm not interested in it, so like this does nothing for me, her version of Shuri, and that kills me because I was so happy we're gonna get a Shuri book, for Christ's sake. Sorry, does anybody need to be told to buy these? Alex Ross, oh my god, he's a blessing to all of us. Ooh, Squirrel Girl. Ryan North is one of the most amazing human beings in the world. He's a blessing unto all of us, unto humankind. The guy is a wonderful human being, and what do you call it? His work? I wish that his particular writing appealed to me, in Squirrel Girl at least. I wish that it did, because just what he spreads, it's good stuff. And it's just not doing it for me. Unstoppable Wasp, Jeremy Whitley, he does what I wish that Ryan North was doing. You know what I'm saying? He makes this character, Nadia, just such a relatable character, such a lovable character. It's hard to have sympathy for her when she's so damn awesome. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't want our sympathy. He makes her feel real. Don't tell me that's an easy thing to do. This is an awesome book. Get the trades. If you're not reading the book, the regular book, the floppies, get the trade. We're all getting this. We should be getting this. More people should be reading this. Everybody who reads it. Look, dude, seriously, you want to stay in the in crowd? Everybody who reads this book says this is a damn amazing book. So, there's that. Infinity Watch, there's some people saying that it got better. Well, it didn't get better soon enough for me. Hot Shots, love this book. It's 5 issues, and it's a great story. It's a great isolated story. And it really shows who Domino is. Love this character. Love the way she's portrayed. Not for everybody, but it's for me. Wolverine, Cyclops. Just the Uncanny X-Men by Rosenberg. The most recent issue, we were loving the book. We had questions about the book. It answered every question we had, slapped us in the face with an amazing story. And I don't think that anybody else should be writing X-Men but Matthew Rosenberg for the rest of his life now. If that means a punishment, so be it. Let him be punished. I'm joking, but good book. Good book. Didn't appeal to me. Actually, I didn't even give this one a chance. I got to be honest. Didn't appeal to me with the first issue, and it's Sonata McGuire too, writing Spider-Gwen. So I don't know why it didn't do it for me, but whatever. X-Force. We got Star Wars. We got what else we got up in here? This is right after Walter Simon's run. So Roy Thomas and Tom DeFalco. And Ron Friends also. Sweet. A whole bunch of, good stuff here. This was a very different take. This is, I believe, am I wrong that this is, what issue does this start with? I think this was after, this is when we get the new Thor for sure. I think that this is after Captain America proves himself worthy. I can't remember, but maybe this is during. Maybe this includes that story. Anyway, he was the captain at the time. I think that this comes after, but what do I know? But still, the Epic Collections, I love the Epic Collections. I remember them always being in black and white. I have a few, and they're all in black and white. Even then, it just helps to keep the price down, as far as I'm concerned. These are great books. Look at this, $40 for this. That actually looks like it's got color in it. But I don't know. But these are great. It's like West Coast Adventures. Sorry, that was an amazing book, man. Excuse me. Executioner Song? Extinction Agenda. This one's Extinction Agenda. I can't believe I got that freaking cover wrong. Inferno. Guys, if you don't know Inferno, this is the book that told us that the 80s is going to be amazing. Oh, look. Louise Simonson and Chris Claremont. I told you. I'm telling you, man. Louise Simonson. But, and everybody knows Chris Claremont by now. But, yeah, Inferno, as silly as it was at certain points, this was the book, the defining book that made everybody understand X-Men is no damn joke, and you need to be reading this book. And all of a sudden, crossover events became the norm. Yes, it's not just a milestone. No, bull. This deserves to be called the milestone. X-Men Inferno, the milestone in comics crossovers. There was nothing before this comic book. It was that damn good before this crossover event. Amazing. Some people ask, hey, what's Hickman's run like on Fantastic Four? Well, apparently Volume 1 is already out. Here's Volume 2 coming out in August. Go find out for yourself. The Spidey story, all these other stories. Be on the lookout for these Rising Readers graphic novels. Awesome. Some Miles Morales, some Uncanny Origins for the Mutants and Monsters. Kill, man. Kill. Bunch of other stuff. And, here's something. Oh, nice. I need a new box. And I think I'll be getting the Absolute Carnage one. This is cool, too. The old art's all good. But, no, I think I'll be getting this one. That's very cool. A bunch of stuff, order form, whatever. Powers of X again, reminding you Hickman's coming. Hickman is here. I don't think Marvel does nonsense like that. That's just DC with Bendis and Kirby, but Kirby was deserved. Anyway, that's it for the book. Guys, don't forget to check out Beautiful Halo. A whole bunch of really cool stuff. Just swing by and give them a look, for crying out loud. Don't just take my word for it by the stuff that you're seeing right here. Actually, go and take a look, swing by. It's a fairly long page. Scroll through and see all the cool stuff they got. They got some lids, but they got a whole bunch of, shirts and sweaters and stuff like that. Hopefully they're going to start adding some more stuff soon, like different other kinds of swag, but fully licensed stuff at prices that, used stuff on eBay, you're usually not going to get that cheap. And when they got a deal with my discount attached, you're not going to beat that. You could try, you will fail miserably because it's freaking really good deals. So go check them out. Like I said, they are a supporter of Comic Book University. They actually pay me money. no chains attached or anything like that. Supporting them is supporting me. That's what it is. So you want some cool swag and make sure that I get a couple bucks in return. Boom. That's a great way to do it. That's genuinely a great way to do it. All right, guys. That's it for this week not this week in comics. For On the Horizon, And I believe later on today, I'll be pulling out the This Week in Comics. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed. Yeah, hey, Henry Winkler.